again, second tutorial video 5 years later. Sorry about that. We are back on track now. I've just been super busy in my own life, and it's also been a complete nightmare, to say the least, to try to upload these giant GoPro videos onto my Mac that has no space. And so rather than continue this fight, I decided I'm just gonna film it all on my iPhone, and hopefully that quality is good enough for you guys. So today I want to do my full flow video finally. I'm going to be doing kind of like a 2-in-1 type of thing. So with each posture that I do, I'll be offering a modification at the same time so that you don't have to watch two separate videos. It's all going to be in one this time. So remembering this concept of bio-individuality, each of us are completely different, and so you can't expect everything that I do to be exactly the way that you're gonna do it, because you have a different body type than I do. So just honoring our bodies, that is the one most important thing that I have learned over this practice, because that's how you avoid injury. So rather than trying to make the posture look like what it's supposed to look like, feel it in your body and see what the goal of each posture is. See if you're stretching that target muscle, or if you're engaging that target muscle. See that you're actually doing the work that it's offering you, rather than just trying to force your body into an unnatural shape that could possibly lead to injury. I hope this video gets your body moving, your heart pumping, and your energy flowing. Let's go ahead and get started. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Look up and place your palms together. Exhale all the way down with the flat back, forward fold. Keep your knees bent for tight hamstrings, or straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a high plank position. Lower down halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. A modification for this vinyasa would be to come forward to a high plank and lower down all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes, head and chest comes up for baby cobra. Push through your knees to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Step it between your hands and stay high on your back toes as you raise your arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Modification is to drop your back knee. Twist it out, send your right arm forward and your left arm back. Switch it out, send your left arm forward and your right arm back. Inhale both arms up. Drop your right hand to the inside, send your left arm to the sky. Left arm comes down on the inside. A modification is to grab a block here. Send your right arm to the sky, breathe in. And then drop your back foot sideways. Send your right arm forward for extended side angle. Options here, half bind, full bind. Advanced variations if you want to try your birds of paradise. Here's your shot. Slowly make your way down. Release your bind and find your warrior two. Straighten your front leg, pivot both toes towards the right, clasp your hands behind you and open your chest as you fold forward. You can keep your hands here for a shoulder stretch, or you can release them. If you're looking for an advanced variation, you can bring your hands down to the floor and find a tripod headstand. Guillotine and firefly are also options here. Whichever variation you choose, just stay strong and remember to breathe. Tripod slowly come down via straddle. Bring your hands to your hips, and with the flat back come up. Find your warrior two. Pivot both arms to the floor and take your vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing. Send your right leg up into the sky. Step it between your hands. Stay high on your back toes. Inhale your arms up, crescent lunge. Remember that modification is to drop your back knee. If not, just stay strong and keep that leg lifted. Twist it out, left arm forward, right arm back. Switch it out, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Drop your left arm down on the inside, right hand keeps reaching for the sky. Drop your right hand down, send your left arm up, drop your back toes. Extended side angle. Same thing here, half bind, full bind, and if you have that, go ahead and try your birds of paradise. Slow and controlled. Stay strong the entire time, and don't forget your breath. Slowly come out of it. Keep that bind the entire way down. And we'll bring our arms up for warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Pivot both toes towards the left and fold over for prasarita. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up with a flat back. Open up to warrior two just for a breath. Windmill down. Take your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Bring your palms to heart center and shift your right knee forward. Release it. Bring your left knee up. Take it down. Bring your right knee up. Release it down. Bring your left knee up. And last time, bring your right knee up. This time, reach for your toes. Straighten your standing leg. Extend your right leg out. And open it up to the side. Extended hand to big toe. Modifications here. Using a strap. Place a strap on your foot and do the same motion. Another modification is to grab onto your knee, if that feels a little bit better. Send your right leg forward, arms come up, and kick that right leg towards the back wall for airplane pose. Keep your head and chest lifted. Hover your right knee forward, bring your hands to your heart, release your right leg, bring your left knee up, reach for your left toes, take whichever modification you need. Find your Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Send your left leg forward and then kick it back for airplane pose. Stay strong, keep breathing, and slowly release. Hover your left knee forward. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Sit into your chair, cross your right arm underneath your left arm and your right leg over your left leg. Go for the double bind. See if you can get your toes behind your calf. Keep squeezing everything towards the middle and keep your belly sucked in. Slowly release. Hover your right knee forward and exhale, let it go. Take the other side. Both arms come up. Left arm underneath the right, left leg over the right. A modification, if you can't bind, keep pointing your toes and just face the backs of your hands towards each other. Inhale, release. Exhale it down to your heart space. Modified warrior 3. Keep your right leg rooted as your left leg extends towards the back. When you feel strong, extend both arms towards the front of the room so you have your full Virabhadrasana 3 here. Everything is strong and engaged. Slowly release. Bring your hands to your heart and we'll take the other side. Left leg stays rooted as the right leg reaches for the back wall. And when you feel strong, extend those arms towards the front. Keep your core strong. Keep your glute engaged. Everything is so strong here. Release and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Drop your right arm down and scoop your ankle up from the inside, preparing for dancers. Kick your foot into your hand so much that it opens your shoulder, and then you begin to lean forward, finding your Natarajasana dancers. Slowly come out of it, and we'll take the other side. Modification here is to grab onto a strap. That might help you extend your leg a little bit more. For tree pose, you have a couple options on the placement of your foot. You can take a half lotus, or you can place it on your calf. Anywhere, just trying to avoid that knee joint no matter what. If you want to try a toe stand, you take the half lotus and slowly bring your hands down to the mat. Keep squeezing your legs onto each other until eventually you can lift one hand off the floor and then maybe the other one. And if you fall out, it's okay. Just get right back up and we'll take the other side. Bring your foot to the placement that you did on the other side. Go ahead and grow your branches. There's freedom of expression here, so you can have a mudra, cactus, whatever feels right. And slowly release. Take a big inhale as you look up. Bring your hands to your heart and take a little bow to honor your standing practice. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug for Apanasana. Release your feet onto the mat and take your left leg up into the sky. Flex your toes and cross it over your knee. Make a figure 4. Through that space, thread your needle. Left hand reaches through, right hand reaches on the outside, and you squeeze it onto your chest. Rock side to side to give your spine a nice little massage. A modification for thread the needle. Lift your hips up, cross your ankle over your knee, and bring your hips back down. Walk your hands behind you for a little more of a gentle stretch. Thread the needle on the other side. Right ankle over the left knee. Squeeze them into your chest and keep your entire spine flat on the mat to lengthen. Just enjoy this stretch here as you rock side to side. Grab onto your right toe and extend your leg towards the sky. A modification here would be to grab onto a strap so it can make it more accessible if your hamstrings are a little bit tighter. You want to keep your legs straight at all times. Keep your left shoulder on the floor and open up your leg to the right side. Feel that internal thigh stretch. Engage your core and bring it back to the center. Switch your grip. Keep your right shoulder on the floor as you cross your leg over to the left side. This will be a nice twist for your spine and an IT bend stretch for your leg. Bring your leg back to the center and release your foot. We'll take the other side. Extend your left leg into the sky, either grabbing onto your toe or using your strap if necessary. Keep your right shoulder grounded as you extend your left leg open to the left side. Engage your core to bring your leg back to the center. Switch your grip and cross it over to the right side as you keep your left shoulder grounded. Bring your leg back to the center and release your foot. Squeeze both knees into your chest. Big hug, Apanasana. Keep your knees bent as you release your feet onto your mat. Press through your heels to lift your hips up into the sky for bridge pose. You can keep pressing through your hands, or you can clasp your hands behind your glutes and walk your shoulders in a little bit more for a shoulder stretch as well. Slowly release your grip and drop your hips back down to the ground. Rock and roll into your plow position. So you're going to take your feet up and over your head. Try to touch your feet onto the mat, and if this isn't happening, then a modification here would be to bend your knees, bring your knees to your forehead, and send your toes to the ceiling. This is called tranquility pose. Another modification for plow is to place a block underneath your hips and send your feet straight up into the sky. This is called waterfall. Slowly roll down and straight away find your fish pose. Bring your hands underneath your glutes and press through your elbows and forearms to lift your chest into the sky. Drop your head back for a heart and throat opener. A modification is to place a block right in between your shoulder blades and allow your head to drop back so you can get that same type of opening. Roll your way up into a plank. Shift your weight to the right side and take your left arm up into the sky. Stack your feet, float your left leg up. Maybe you even reach for your toe and extend your leg towards the ceiling. A modification for side plank is to drop your bottom knee down to the mat. Try to extend your top leg, or maybe even reach for your toes here as well. Drop your arms down and we'll take the other side. Shift your weight onto the left side, send your right arm into the sky. Same variations here, you can stack your feet, extend your top leg, or reach for your toe for a full extension towards the ceiling. Remember, your modification is to drop your bottom knee down to the mat and play around with the top leg extension or floating. Drop both arms to the mat and send your hips to your heels for a child's pose. Release any and all tension as you allow your forehead to lay softly on your mat. Slowly find your way to a seated position. Extend your left leg to the outer corner of your mat and fold your right leg into your thigh. Breathe both arms up and send your left arm towards your left foot as your right arm reaches up and around, making a rainbow. Feel that lateral side stretch. Feel your ribs begin to expand with each breath out. Slowly bring your right arm behind you and send your hips forward as you come up onto your right knee. Left hand reaching for the back wall. Slowly release your hips down and we'll take the other side. A modification here is to use a strap onto your right foot. Bring your left arm up and over, feeling that extension in your side body. Maybe you can reach for your foot or grab onto the strap to make it more accessible. Take your left arm behind you, send your hips forward as you come up onto your left knee. Right arm reaches for the back wall. Extend your legs out in front of you and forward fold, Paschimottanasana. If you need a modification here, you can grab onto your strap or your towel, whatever you're using. Keep your back straight as you hinge at your hips and forward fold, eventually dropping your head down. Lay down on your back and find your half happy baby. Stack your ankle over your knee and pull it into the mat beside you. Slowly release and we'll take the other side. Grab your left foot, stack your ankle over your knee, and actively pull it into your side body. Your strap is always going to be your friend. If it's too difficult to grab your foot, use your strap to make it more accessible, but continue to actively pull down to feel that thigh and hip stretch. Slowly release your foot or your strap and eagle your right leg over your left leg. So crossing at the thighs, try to go for the double bind. Try to get your toes behind your calf and drop both knees to the left side as you keep your right shoulder on the mat for a supine eagle twist. A modification for the eagle twist is to stack your legs right on top of each other and take the same motion. Keep your right shoulder on the floor and your knees to the left side. Slowly release and we'll take the other side. Eagle your left leg over your right leg and drop your knees to the right side, keeping your left shoulder on the floor. Remember, your modification is to not bind your legs, but stack them on top of each other. Bring your knees to the right and keep your shoulder and gaze towards the left. Squeeze both knees into your chest and prepare for Supta Baddha Konasana. Place the soles of your feet together, allow your knees to fall open and your palms to face up. And when you're ready, extend your legs out for your final posture, Shavasana, aka corpse pose. Allow yourself to feel so heavy
and just surrender to your mat. Let gravity do the work here, and thank yourself for showing up today and being in your practice and in your breath. Namaste. Stay here for as long as you need.
Well, I hope your body's feeling all nice and warm now and your breath is a little bit calmer than before. As always, please leave a comment. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. All feedback is appreciated, positive and negative. Please let me know if you have any ideas for future videos or anything like that. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Namaste.